In today's video, I'm going to teach you the only skill you need to lose weight. A very reductionist, minimalist way to approach weight loss, but a very, very clever way to get your priorities in order. So I'm going to teach you about this one skill. It's not a very fashionable skill. It's not a very glamorous name, but it's very, very simple. The skill is weekly calorie control. Yes, I've said the word calories, but I'm not talking about counting calories. I'm talking about controlling them. And this is how the typical man or the typical woman can succeed in fat loss. They can find a way to control the number of calories they put in their mouth each week. They can do that any old way. The method, whether it's the keto diet, whether it's Weight Watchers, whether it's tracking your macros, whether it's intermittent fasting, that's a method. The mechanism is very, very similar. Regardless of which method you use, you need to find something that works for you. But most of us are trying to do something like this. For a man, typical American man, overweight, whatever, he's got about 20,000 calories of energy expenditure, and if during the course of a week he eats about 15,000 calories, then he creates a nice 5,000 calorie deficit for the week, and he's going to lose, pound and a half of fat, pound and a half, maybe a little bit of muscle, but he's going to create that lovely 5,000 calorie deficit for the week, and he has succeeded by virtue of having good weekly calorie control. Now, there's lots of freedom in here. He can have 2 meals a day or 5 meals a day. He can exercise or not exercise. He can go high carb or low carb. Doesn't really matter that much. It's about the calorie control. For a typical woman, roughly around 15,000 calories of energy expenditure for the week. If she manages to focus in and finds a clever way to eat down around 11,000 calories for the week, then she has succeeded with really good calorie control. She has got skills, and she is going to lose a pound a week, a little bit more than a pound a week, and that is the skill. Now, this is an absolute art form because, people have got social events. We're surrounded by crappy food. People get stressed. People get emotional. It's actually a real skill. Now, there are a few things. The way I like to focus on it is 3 skills. So there's quantity, quality, and timing. So quantity is just using some tracking, some way to kind of get these numbers. Can be really useful if people aren't that accurate in tracking, but it's good. Quality is about making really good food choices. If you have good food choices, it will be naturally more filling. Very, very simple is eat more protein and more veggies, more volume, and then, the carbs and fats you can play around a bit. Mostly you want to be eating whole foods, kind of 80-90% whole foods. They'll be much more filling for you. Be careful of the hyper palatable foods. And then timing, you need to find a meal routine that works for you. Having a regulated meal routine can regulate ghrelin, your hunger hormone, so you really want to kind of eat on a routine if possible. But this is it, the single skill, weekly calorie control. It's an absolute art form. The targets are moving, but it is the source code of weight loss. Hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like some help, check out my coaching offer, or otherwise, give me a question and I'll try to address it in another video. All right, catch you later.